everyone, Tim from Bozzy Garage here, and in this video today we are talking about wireless CarPlay adapters for your mg4. Now I've actually gone through a few of these wireless adapters. This is actually the third one I've bought because the first one I bought and the second one I bought, they work, they don't work 100%. What's the problem with the first two that I bought? Well, let me show you them. This is the first one that I bought. That's a really cheap one off AliExpress. It's like $30 or something like that. The brand of that one is called EKIY. Note the symbol in the front. This one will only make wireless CarPlay, not wireless Android Auto. The other one I bought, well actually I've already returned it back to Amazon. I've probably got a picture of it somewhere. It's the AutoCast U2 Air Pro. Really nice looking device, a bit more expensive, about 100 Aussie dollar delivered. But also, same problem. What's the problem, you might ask? Well, all these wireless CarPlay adapters, they work in terms of when you plug them into the car, connect your phone to them Bluetooth, you will have wireless CarPlay with them the first time you use it. When you lock your car, get out, come back, turn the car back on, there's actually about a delay of 15-20 seconds before your main screen turns on, as you've probably noticed. But the problem is, these little devices, they turn on pretty much straight away and they don't connect. The only way they connect the second time around is if you grab the cord, the USB cable, unplug them, and plug them back in every time you get back into the car. And to me, that kind of defeats the purpose of having a wireless CarPlay. I just want to get in and use it. So anyway, like I said, this is the first device here. Then we had the AutoCast unit. Then what we have here, this is a Carlinkit version 5 2 Air. Now, why do I think the old ones didn't work and this one hopefully will? Well, I already said, these little devices here, they turn on too quickly for the car to connect them. You can actually log into these devices, both this EKIY brand and the AutoCast, to adjust the startup delay, but you can't adjust it very finely. You can adjust it to default, mode 1, mode 2. I tried all the modes, trust me. I updated the software, the firmware, everything, fiddled with all the settings, and none of them, in my experience, I could get to work reliably time after time. Now apparently, I've looked at some reviews for this unit, the Carlinkit 5, and you can adjust the startup delay to any number of seconds that you want, 10, 20, 50, whatever. Apparently 20 seconds is the sweet spot. So what we're going to do, we're going to unbox this, we're going to have a look at what's inside of it. I'm going to power it up, update the firmware, change the startup delay to 20 seconds, and hopefully we will have this working reliably. Not only the first time that you plug it in, but every other time when you get out of the car and get back into the car. Okay, let us find out what is in this unit here. This one here I got off AliExpress. It was about 50, I think, Aussie dollar shipped to Australia. It didn't take too long, maybe about 10 days or so. Now the unit here, let's open it up. Okay, what have we got? The unit itself, USB-A on the bottom, USB-C on the top. Put that there for the moment. 2 cables, USB-C to C, and this one, USB-A to C. So I imagine the USB-C connector there, that would be how we hook that up to the car. Instruction manual, and looks like some double-sided tape to mount that unit into your car. What we'll do is we'll hook it up to a power supply, update the firmware, change the startup setting, then put it into the car, pair the iPhone to that using Bluetooth, and hopefully, fingers crossed, everything works okay. I've connected my tablet to the Wi-Fi here. The Wi-Fi name is AutoKit_35. The password for it, because they didn't tell you in here, is 123456778. Once you've done that, open up the browser on your phone or tablet, and the address you go to that you put in your search bar or the top bar, 192.168.50.2. Once you've done that, that'll bring you into the configuration screen of that unit there. Now, once we're in the configuration screen, you can update the software version. The software version is actually pretty recent, only January this year. So we're going to keep that for the time being. Hardware version, initial version, bunch of other things too. Quite nice that it has this login screen. it is much more advanced than the login screen and system settings that you had on the generic Chinese unit, and also much better than on the autocast, which is interesting. The autocast costs a lot more than that one. All right, to get to the settings screens, you have to go to the last icon, which is kind of hidden by my menu bar, whatever. Probably better if you look at this on your phone rather than a tablet. Now, anyway, there are a lot of settings that you can see here that you can adjust on the setting screens of this unit. Auto connect, call quality, etc., bitrate, delays, whatever. The important one here is that one where it says start delay. Currently, it's at 0. Now, the great thing about this setting interface on this particular unit, the Carlinkit, is that you can program in, I'm thinking, exactly how much start delay that you want. I'm going to put in a number between 0 and 120. I'm going to put in 20 because from what I've read, that is the ideal sweet spot. What that means is when you turn your car back on or get back into your car, instead of that booting up automatically and then not connecting to the car, which turns on 20 seconds later, this will have a bit of delay. It'll wait for the car to turn on first, and then it will connect. Now, that hopefully is all I need to do. We're going to test that out in the car. We'll plug this all in, and I will report very soon. We've got the Carlinkit. I've already paired Tina's iPhone to that via Bluetooth. It's a A35 or something like that. First time I'm connecting this into the mg4, so it should work straight off, and then we'll test whether it still works after we get out of the car. So it will take a little bit of time to turn on. Like I said, I've already pre-programmed that startup delay in here to 20 seconds. We're going to have a look at the screen here. At the moment, both the CarPlay and Android Auto logos are blanked out, so we're not connecting yet. That's flashing blue now. I'm not sure if this unit can actually do CarPlay and Android Auto. I believe it can according to the box, but anyway, we've just had something flash around there. What does that say? Please use your phone to connect to Bluetooth. Connecting, because I've already hooked up Tina's phone to that. It says here, CarPlay. Finish setting up CarPlay. Use CarPlay with AutoKit. Well, yeah. Going back to here. Connecting still. And there we go. Spotify. What's Tina been listening to? Yeah, Nick Cave, whatever. Yeah, 20-year-old music. Sounds about right. Anyway, there we go. Wireless CarPlay. The phone is not connected. The wireless CarPlay unit is. So, yeah, successful, right? If we get out of that, back to the main screen. It says Apple CarPlay there. That's the music we're picking on. And back to CarPlay through there. And I'm sure if we click on that button there, we've got all our usual CarPlay stuff going on, including the map. So what we're going to do now is get out of the car. Not many kilometers that we've done. I'm going to do a 6-month review on this at some stage. Get out of the car, lock it, see what happens. Time to get back in the car. Been a few minutes. The unit did turn off eventually. Oh, only took a minute or so for that to turn off, so don't worry about it staying on all the time and draining your battery. So here's the real test. All the other units, after I got back into the car, would not automatically reconnect CarPlay until we physically unplugged and replugged in the adapter. So I haven't done that. That's going pink at the moment. We're going to wait for that to turn on. Remember, go back a few minutes. We programmed in the settings of that unit to have a 20-second startup delay, which is hopefully enough for it to wait for that unit to turn on. So, yeah, we're just going to chill and figure out what happens. iPhone is here. It's not plugged in. The screen just flickered. What does that say now? Please use your phone to connect to Bluetooth. Connecting. And, hey, happy days. Hooray. We have actually got our, not Android Auto, our Apple CarPlay wirelessly working without having to unplug and replug that. Or other people have gotten a USB switch where you can just flick that to reset the unit. You know, I don't drive this car. This is my wife's car, but I just want to make it as easy as possible. The thing about the wired CarPlay is that it actually works really, really well, but my wife would always forget to unplug it and take the phone with her, and it'll just end up sitting here and she'd forget about it. So it's better to have a fully wired solution, in her case, I think, because then she can leave the phone in her bag and not have to take it out. Yeah, so happy with that so far, I think. Everything seems to work okay, pretty fast as you can see. There's no issue with lag or anything that I can really detect. We've got Spotify for tunes, of course. You've got your Google Map. You can put in whatever other solution that you want. Yeah, showing our age when you look at the playlist, but that's cool anyway. Oh, and before I forget, actually, you know what? This Carlinkit unit, not only does it consistently work every time you get out and in the car without having to unplug it, it also works with my Android. So that is Android Auto here on the head unit, working wirelessly or via Bluetooth off my phone. Really simple. Connect that to that via Bluetooth, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, CarPlay and Android Auto wireless in one solution. Really happy with this device. Really affordable. I'll put a link in the description, like I said, below. A bit cheaper on AliExpress if you want to wait a couple of weeks. A lot quicker if you buy it on Amazon. A little bit more expensive too, but click the links in the description below. And again, happy motoring. Anyway, my final thoughts about the Carlinkit version 5 2 Air is that it actually works the way it's meant to work. A lot of the other units, and I've tried 2 other ones, both of them worked the first time around, and then they failed to automatically work, or at least consistently work, without having to unplug and replug them back in every time you got back into the car. And that's a real pain when you have to do that. So at the first glance here, very happy with the Carlinkit unit. I'll put a link in the description below. Be careful, there are a lot of fake CarPlay units out there. Anything out of China, yeah, pretty much that's your problem. I'll put a link to the exact seller that I used. Like I said, it's about 50 Aussie dollars delivered to me in 10-12 days or so, and like Ali do, they ship everything worldwide. So for 50 Aussie bucks, we've got a wireless CarPlay solution for the mg4 that does work reliably and does connect, as you can see, without having to unplug and replug that unit in. So happy days. Please like, comment, subscribe. Plenty of mg4 content. A little bit of Tesla content as well that we'll do sometimes, and JDM old car stuff like my old Subaru, my old S15, my old Integra Type R, my old Mercedes CLK. I actually kind of need to get rid of a couple of cars this year. I think I've got too many and it's a bit expensive hobby. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, do that all below, and I will see you in the next video.